Well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. I am back with Player One Games here. It's been, what, 2 weeks now?
2 weeks, I think. I have this break now. I was preparing myself for the reactions about the awful Symbiont team.
Yeah, horrible team, right?
Oh my god, man, why?
They can't do anything. I mean, barely can
No.
raid. I mean, it took me a whole one attempt to go through every single city node of the Dark Dimension 3 with 4 of them. So I mean, it's pretty bad. It should have taken me 0 attempts. Honestly, they should just see the team and give it to me. But
Yeah,
anyways, we're back.
they should release the new perfect hand team. That's what I'm looking for now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we all know here on my channel. I do everything I can to talk about hand as little as possible because they're so good. They dominate every single conversation that comes out. If anyone comes mentioned in the game, you can't get through talking about the metas without talking about Hand Archer. It's true.
No. No, and the Blade Master, best striker ever.
Oh,
If you put him
damage.
full 5, no, if you put him in the striker ISO 5, oh my god, man, so much damage. So much damage.
I'm gonna have
Best
to put
one.
like disclaimers on this video already. Like, just don't listen to this. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to this.
But talking about things that we are talking for so long, and I know you have been talking about this as well. I think everybody has been talking about this since the release of the game, because he's been talking since last year. Finally, they are gonna release Yellowjacket.
Yes, they are. Let's make sure I press the right buttons, and I did press the right buttons for once. All right, let's. They show it right here in the blog post. You can see him up there, but Yellowjacket, and they share a bit about his kit. And there's a little video there, which I'm not going to show, but yep, Yellowjacket is coming to the game. He has been in the game files for well over a year. Like, I did notice his little picture. It looks a little different than in the game files. I don't have that photo on hand. Perhaps I can try and I'll put it in the thumbnail. But at the same point, they did change how he looks a little bit.
Yeah, but they even change it. They even change it from the video. It's not the same. It's not the same character from the video.
I did not notice that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, because this one is like a mixture between Dr. Octopus and Black Panther. You put them both together, is this version of Yellowjacket. But the one below,
right?
His colors are more turned to yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put like a different light source on it just to make a difference, or that's the final version, and the video was a previous one, or footage that they have for a long time.
Don't know, but he's been around in the files
it's
forever.
not the same. It's not the same.
And he is officially coming to the game. They've announced this, and with basically they're just hinting at the full PimTech team. I believe that's what they're calling it, PimTech team. Because I think they wanted to make sure that every single prediction video of what we've been referring to the team as would be incorrect. Because I've been calling it the Quantum Team. I know Tana called it the Quantum Team in his multiple videos predicting this.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of names. I have not heard the PimTech team, but I guess that is that technically accurate if we're talking about Ghost here? Is that?
Yes, in some sorts it is.
It's
according to
Quantum would have, I think.
According to the movie, if we take Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, she used pink particles to stabilize herself.
Right. Okay.
So
fair enough. I mean, it's not like the tech that's doing it, but it's close. It's close. We'll give them credit. PimTech. They technically did guarantee that every prediction would be wrong just by not picking the name. I feel like they've done that a few times, where there was like a team that 8-10 people like announced beforehand, like, oh, we've heard that this is going to be the next team. It's the Stark, like, what was it? The Stark team. Remember back in the Stark team, and then out comes
Yeah.
Power Armor, and it's like,
Power
well,
Armor, yeah.
that's
Okay, you
the
guys,
same team. That's wrong.
you guys want the X-Men? Well, we're giving the Y team or the W team, but it's not X-Men.
Yeah,
They are
it's a weird thing.
the Xavier team. So, okay,
Xavier's Mutants.
yeah, Xavier's change the name of whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They are still the Quantum team.
Yeah, they've been doing
And
this a
we're
bit,
gonna
and it
call
just kind
them.
of made me laugh a bit, just realizing how many times we've gotten the team right. We knew what team was coming, and then they announce it, but for some reason the name is just different than we had been told. It's a little.
But it's okay. It's
Oh, yeah.
okay. The important part is that he's coming. From his kit, there is a mechanic that I really like it. There is one thing that concerns me.
Yep.
But
Which
what's your opinion about his? What's your opinion about his kit? Starting from the basic.
Basic, pretty simple. If he has good damage stats, it would be nice. Otherwise, it's just pretty simple. It's just damage. It's not piercing. The special is the heal from health from primary target and give to self. It's nice. The special is nice, but it's not insane. Like, that's what I'm feeling about this kit. It's good, but not insane. The ultimate on kill is nice. There's, again, it's good, but not insane is kind of the overall vibe I get from this character. But there is a couple of lines here which is going to lead to some greater theory crafting. And I'm definitely going to mention this kit again later on while we're talking about another thing that's definitely going to come up in this video.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of obvious. This line right here, there, for instance, and this line right here.
Yeah.
I will mention that more later, why that's important. But yeah, overall, I think it's good, and there's stuff that they can work off of this with. Like right now, this is the villain tech thing works well with Ultron for the time being.
Exactly.
But they're coming out with the full team here, so I'm assuming this means Ant-Man and Wasp are going to get a rework. If they aren't, that's a little odd. But I think there's a lot that can be built around. But like when you saw Anti-Venom's kit, you were like, okay, this character is amazing. You knew the rest of it, but even on his own, he's really good. You saw Symbiote Spider-Man's kit. You're like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Here, I'm like, okay, I'm not getting the disappointment that I got when I read She-Hulk's kit, but I'm not getting, oh my goodness, this is insane. It's kind of in between, but it's enough that I think they can build a good and fun team around. What are you thinking?
First, just to start with your last sentence, She-Hulk is surprising a lot of guys because Fantastic Four with her are giving punch-ups in Black Order.
I have not seen that. I haven't
Oh yeah,
seen that yet.
look for that. I will send you the video. It's like he can Fantastic Four with She-Hulk can take out Black Order. From his kit, think about ISO already. For me, he's a striker because his basic attack, if the target has vulnerable, that means 3-tap. Basic attack, bonus attack, third attack. So for me, he's a no-brainer striker.
For me, it'll be
his special
speed dependent.
Yeah, it will be speed dependent. Yeah. That's for sure. His whole kit is speed dependent.
Yeah.
Because he got 3 special. His special is like a baby Phoenix version. Because
not even.
It's still
less.
Yeah, but it steals 30% of the health
of one person.
From one target.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can pinpoint someone and boom, baby Phoenix. But the thing that got me suspicious over here is this part, redistribute to self.
Yeah.
I think they are specific. No, yeah, but why they're saying that? There's no need to say that. For me, these 3 words here are gonna change it to Pintech.
I think they could have done
Because
that,
this,
but I don't think they will. Um,
I don't
Obviously,
know,
this
because
limits the team, but I'm thinking perhaps. What is the? Let me just look at the ability cooldown here. I got to scroll up just a smidge. Yeah, 5 out of 5. So
out of a 5, it started with this.
yeah, you can start with this, which is kind of odd. But anyways, I'm thinking that one of the other characters. I'm gonna just say Ghost because first name that came to mind. Will possibly have something to do with spreading out the health to other people. And perhaps that can be a big play there. That's why I'm saying it doesn't really qualify as a baby Phoenix thing to me, because it's only taking health from one person and putting it on himself, which I guess does fit the character a little more. When you think Yellowjacket, you don't really think of the phrase sharing
A
a
team
care.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
more
not a
just
team
like,
player.
no, I'm gonna be fine. I'll take care of myself. You guys do whatever the heck you want, but I'm looking out for me.
Yeah.
So
I'm just thinking that this is special. There is something odd. There is something that they are not showing us. And if anything in this kit change it, for me, it's gonna be this special.
mhm.
The hostile takeover. Even Tona asked Cerebro a really good question in the invite program. It says, okay, if this on kill happens more than one time, it's gonna be a killing spree. Like he goes again and again and again and again and again until there's no one left. Like for example,
Mhm.
Black Panther ability or something like that. And so no, we will check. Uh, so there was not a no,
Okay,
but
I would
I
guess
found
it
I found
would. I would guess it would
I would guess it
simply
would not.
just because the ones that don't tend to be in the passive. No, do they? I don't know. I'm
Mm,
thinking because it's in the ability, it would still
No,
qualify as
think
this
no.
ability.
Think about X23. X23 Ultimate does the same thing. If she kills, she goes to the next target and do
Yeah,
it again. But if you finish that target as well, it doesn't spread to the third.
unless you still have attacks left, it would.
Yeah, yeah. If you have
X23, but
more,
she
it
has a
would.
number of attacks. It doesn't say bonus
Mhm.
attack one time to the most injured enemy. It just says on kill, uh, attack targeting the targets the most injured enemy. So I think because it's on that ability, the way it's worded here would give me the vibes like, yeah, no, this will carry on, like just be a chain effect because it's in this ability, almost like I can't actually think because there's no one that has something like this. Um,
Mm.
but the one counter argument would be like what M'Baku's ultimate. If he kills someone with that,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It does it again once, but if you kill someone with the second, it doesn't go again. Even if by
Yeah.
wording it should. Um, so I'm not positive. I'm still feeling that it would, but I'm not expecting it to be enough damage to really expect you to be able to wipe out an entire enemy team with it.
Mm.
Um, I think it would be more
But
similar to the way X23's ultimate works once you've killed the last main person and there's just summons left. Kind of like that vibe where it kind of goes again. But I don't know.
the good part for me is the apply to random positive effects to self and villain tech. Yeah, and pin particle or pin team also, but villain tech is the important part because one major thing that people were complaining about Dark Dimension 3 is that Ultron, a character that we love to use, is basically useless
Yes.
in Dark Dimension 3. But doing this, you give him random effect, positive effects. Maybe this could work with him, and that's why I'm thinking that maybe the special is also related to that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it will relate more to villain tech than with pin tech.
Right.
So he will be more building villain teams, and we will talk about why
Yep.
maybe Ultron will be viable and necessary for Dark Dimension 4. But you got also other villains that you can use, villain tech that you can use, so you can build a villain tech team. And it would be awesome.
Yeah.
And his passive, okay, offense up, nice. Speed and drain. Okay,
Yep.
good.
Nice. All
Oh,
good stuff.
yeah, and Dark Dimension, 12%, 20% more damage for him and the Quantum team. So,
We're definitely going to discuss this
so
in
it,
a bit. I've got some thoughts about this. Probably not
yeah,
going to go
so
into my full thoughts because I know that you said that we don't have as much time as we normally do, so we're going
yeah,
to try and get through stuff at a bit quicker of a pace. And I'm sure you guys watching are noticing that we're kind of on our scale, we're kind of talking through it faster,
yeah.
and we're
But we
trying
go
not to
to
get
the
too
next
distracted.
point, that is the Quantum team.
Yeah,
So we got already
Ant-Man.
the Yellowjacket,
Yeah, that would.
Ant-Man, and Wasp.
Yes.
They both are definitely gonna get a rework
Yeah, they couldn't not with their
to be
current
more.
kits.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they can kind
uh,
of do like rework, make one of the other kits make their kit significantly better, but they'll probably just change their kit too. I
mhm.
couldn't see them not, which I'm good with. Ant Man, Wasp, beloved characters. Fun when they
Yeah.
first came out. Really, really fell down hard because they weren't. There was just a little bit missing. So, a little rework would be very nice. But I'm
Mhm.
sure we're gonna get into who are the two missing people, right?
Okay, we got probably Stature or Goliath. So
Probably.
what I want for this next character, I want it to remain big. To start the fight big and remain like that for the whole fight. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's say twice the size of a normal character.
Okay.
Just that. I don't want to do like Ant-Man, no, grow and attack and go back. No, I want it to remain like big. Either Stature or Goliath. I would love it if he's double the size, 3 times the size. I don't care. I just wanted to start the battle and finish the battle really, really big. And you know why? Sentinels.
Okay.
Eventually, they will come, and from every movie, comic, cartoon, Sentinels have to be big. So
Yep.
if they start already with Stature or Goliath, this thread of, oh, let's create a big character, that would be awesome.
Fair enough.
So,
Um,
and the last will be Ghost, of
right.
course.
I don't think we have any debate here on Ghost. Ghost,
Mm.
how much of this information is public or not, I don't know, and how much of it's guaranteed or not, I really don't know. But it's so far after the fact. Who cares at this point? Back when Ant Man and Wasp came out, when they were was when they released, Ant Man and Wasp, and they really got them ready for this game. Every other Marvel game at the time released Ant Man, Wasp, and Ghost, and it looked like we were going to get all three, and then we just didn't. Um,
Got you.
it's
Yep.
highly, highly likely that they had started and almost finished Ghost back then, but they kind of ran out of time. And instead of releasing an unfinished character,
Yep.
they just scrapped it. Yellowjacket was mostly finished since way, 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 way back in the day. His portrait has been in the game files for ages, like since launch, I think. Maybe if not launch, pretty soon after. So those are two people that you're. I knew Yellowjacket was coming. It's kind of like who was it that was in? Was it Mantis that was in game files since like the beginning that just never came out for ages? It was someone like
And
that
then,
way way back too that eventually came out where they just War Machine. They had War Machine in the game files and they're like, okay, finally we'll actually release him now. Red Skull
and
was one
same
of those
thing happened.
characters.
Yeah, and the same thing happened later with Beast and Cyclops, and
Yeah,
now with Red Guardian. Red Guardian has been announced since the,
yeah. They announced him
I don't
for
know,
no
May.
for like at the end of the year you're getting Red Guardian. Now carrying on with anything else in between is a little
Yeah.
crazy. That's next month, isn't it? And weird,
Yeah.
weird stuff. But
Oh
anyways,
yeah, it was going to be next month, but we'll get back to
oh,
that
yeah,
in
well,
the
that's
last part.
utter chaos. But the
Okay,
one thing is, so Ghost made sense. Ghost is almost guaranteed to be the next character.
but which ghost do you want? You want the movie ghost or the cartoon ghost?
I would probably go with the movie Ghost. I really liked the way it looked, and I think that's the one most people would be familiar with. but I think they'll
Yep.
probably do a blend. Knowing this game, somewhere in between is probably where it will land. Um, but this fifth character is really what's, I guess, driven the most debate. I believe you've been on record since our very first one saying that you wanted to be Goliath. I think your reason
Yep.
was you wanted a big character, which, okay, fair enough.
Exactly.
I said, and I believe our very first episode talking about this, because one of the first rumors we had was talking about this team, because, I think Tana's made a few videos about Quantum Team coming next patch, and, well, he's right this time. I'll be honest, and he is right. Things could have changed, and maybe that's why he was wrong the other times, but
He's a visionary. He's a
he's a visionary. He has been for a
He's
very long time.
yeah.
Around a year, he's been predicting this next patch, Quantum Team thing. But I've been saying since the very beginning that the fifth character is going to be Stature. You can find it in the past videos we've done.
Yep.
You can find it in Discord. You can find it in my streams. If anyone has asked about the Quantum Team, the fifth was obviously going to be Stature, especially with the way that the MCU was going and the fact they actually cast it like a decent actress to play Stature in the MCU, who had 30-second screen time in the end.
Yep.
But like, it's going to be Stature. It can't not be Stature. Sure, Goliath would be cool, and I could see just seeing the fact that Yellowjacket is having some villain tech synergies. I could see Goliath coming down the road, and Yellowjacket going to a different team. But for now, I think the fifth will be Stature.
But thinking about the team, what for you is gonna be their, let's say, it's not key ability, but key feature. Let's say key feature, like, because when we think about aim, we think about positive and negative effects.
Mm-hmm.
When we think about symbionts, we think about broken. When we think about Asgardians, we think about the regeneration, the self-regeneration, and everybody buffing each other. And for X-Force, it's evade. Like, Domino gives evade, and everybody's like dodging some kind of mechanic that either is, you don't need a healer because they are either evading or dodging, or they have a barrier of some sort, or they're immortal like Deadpool. They don't care.
Well, he should be, but Domino will die before that happens.
Yeah.
She's not very lucky in that regard, I would suppose.
Oh no, they need Caliban, man. They really need Caliban, like, as fast as that Caliban can get here.
But
to be the
say,
protector.
If I really think about it, Ant-Man and Wasp, just as comics go, I think a big thing about them is using someone's skills and stuff against them, and being a little unpredictable and kind of just not going away. So I'm thinking there'll be a fair amount of evades going on and just random survivability stuff that's just like unique to them. But I can also see like a lot of ability blocks going on and such. I know we already have that in Ant-Man, a lot of slows. And I could see them, weirdly enough, being a bit of a counter against tech characters, just by the way it works. And I'm just even now thinking like about the MCU, like even Ant-Man going and screwing up with Falcon suit, Iron Man suit, and all that. Like, I could really see them just screwing with other teams for some reason or another. I don't really know, but like, kind of just being the unexpected counter is kind of what I'm feeling.
Yeah, I can see for sure the evade going on. Like, in Yellowjacket we don't see this, but in Ant-Man and Wasp we see this percentage of evading. I think they are going to be this, just returning to my last point, they are going to, in some way, do a lot of crazy stunts, like evading, dodging. Goliath is gonna, or Statue is gonna soak out the damage. For me, that is going to happen. Like Ghost, Ant-Man, and Wasp, they're gonna evade every hit. Yellowjacket, he doesn't care, and Statue is gonna protect everybody. That for me is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
But the main thing for me is that this team is going to be another Dark Dimension viable team.
Right. So we get into that whole conversation now.
Yes, because we're gonna go to the strike time, and for me, in strike time, they said two things, maybe three, really really important. The first one was about the battle pass.
Okay.
We didn't not talk about that since the last time, but what's your intake in the whole battle pass controversy?
All right. Well, here's the thing. When I heard Battle Pass coming, I had a few games of reference that I could pull from and like think about, and I saw like 300 videos go up saying this is the most free to play friendly thing. This is so anti free to play. This is this. This is that. Da, 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 da. I'm like, you know what? There's too much. Obviously, no one knows anything yet. I'm just gonna not watch any of these videos and just wait until they say something about this. If it's coming, we'll figure that out. And I was thinking, in my opinion, before seeing anything, I thought it was kind of going to be like the way Rocket League does it. Rocket League is a very big game that has a
Hmm.
Rocket Pass, something. It's basically a battle pass, and where it basically is the more you play, the more levels more you level up on the pass, and you get some rewards. And if you beat challenges, you get some rewards. And if you, the thing is, their specialty is they have two tiers to it. You have the base, which every single
Yep.
person that plays gets these free rewards. Then you have the premium, which you pay money.
X
I
money.
have no
Yeah,
idea the
X.
evaluation because I've never spent money on Rocket League. And then you can get all the premium rewards as well. But again, you get more rewards whether you're free to play or you're premium the more you play, which I thought kind of would be how this would go. But then you have games something like Fall Guys. They have a battle pass. It's not really that, but you get a progression system where you unlock things, just random cosmetics things. The more you play, the more
Hmm.
you're gonna get. So I'm like, okay, it could be that, which is very free to play friendly. Could be the Rocket League, which is somewhere in the middle, or it could be you pay this. It's a kind of a subscription. You're going to get stuff only if you pay. And those were the three main things that I thought could possibly happen. But I didn't want to exact anything. I'm like, it could be great, could be horrible, could be kind of neutral.
You had to wait and see.
We had to wait and see. And this is the first time they've talked about it
Yep.
properly. And my reaction to this, it sounded free to play friendly. It sounded like if you're willing to put in your work and do some PvP battles, and you do certain challenges in a way that you can use a variety of characters, you do this, you do that, you're
Hmm.
gonna get rewards. I didn't hear them talk about anything that's like monetization type ideas. It almost sounded more like people are getting, this is a good mode that we put a lot of work into that some people are really happy with, but it can be a little repetitive. This is our attempt of trying to
To fix
diversify.
it.
And if that's what it is, I'm all in. Right now, my hope is really high for it. I have a lot of hope for it because what they're showing is good. But I'm
Okay.
always going to be a touch on the skeptic side because I'm I over logic things. Let's put it that way. So I've kind of got a range here. If they are going for this, they have the potential, if based on what they're saying, of having something really great to just okay. If it's what they're saying it's supposed to be. Because even if you have really good intentions, you can screw something up and make it not great. But if it's just like, hey, do your battles and you get these rewards, I don't see how that's an issue.
Yeah, my whole problem with the strike time was that they were really, really, really cautious about it.
Yes.
They talk it like they were almost like not talking about it. We say, yeah, Battle Pass is a thing, and here is the things that we can touch that you can know already. From Scopely other games, I don't think they will maintain only on PvP.
Right.
None of their other games they do this. They always have the same thing: basic tier, premium tier. Those who are in the premium tier got a little more. So just like imagine that next month Battle Pass character is going to be Beast. So if you are doing the basic one, not spending, you get if you do everything, you get like a 3-star beast and 1 red star. And if you do in the premium version, you get 3 red star beast already, fully here, like something like that. It's not game breaking because
Mm-hmm.
you're still getting it, but those who spend a little will get more.
Which
But
I'm
one
okay
thing
with.
that, yeah, I'm really okay with that. One thing that from their games also is the price. Every game that they released is around $20.
Mm-hmm.
Walking Dead, $20. WWE, $20. Looney Tune, $20. Star Trek, $20. So maybe for me this will be the budget.
Mm-hmm.
But also, and this I was discussing with my wife and other players, if by releasing this they took out some really bad promotions on
Mm-hmm.
the table, that will be like a huge win for the company. Because I really doubt that someone, like not someone, but a lot of guys bought the $66 promotion on Hand Archer.
Yeah, no.
So why? But and I'm joking about Hand Archer, but was in the not also a great character. But if you put like, oh, here, $20 and you can get a 3 red star, Venom, Anti-Venom, Scream, Quantum, someone,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, do it. I don't care.
Yep.
But this PvP thing for me was more like an A/B test, just to see the reaction of the community, just to see if okay, yeah, everybody's okay
Yeah.
with battle pass affecting like this. Okay, let's try another thing
Which is
and another thing.
honestly, and they kind of did say like, and we're really looking forward to your feedback for this. Please give us your feedback.
Yes,
Feedback. Which,
please.
admittedly, I'm okay with that. If you're gonna propose a theory, like we're thinking it's gonna be something like this. What do you guys think? I'm
Hmm.
okay with them doing that. Sure. Take advantage of the fact every content creator is going to come up with 300 videos. Then I mean, you're going to watch those. Gives us like some watch time, and then you're probably going to make a better, more informed decision. The community is going to have their thoughts, which it's a community, so most people are just going to yell and scream before reading anything. But that's a different
Yeah,
issue. So I'm okay if that's what they're doing. But I do think that's currently what they're looking for is a way to add variety to the game.
yeah.
And if that's what the plan is, cool. I would really like it if it was like kind of like seasoned rewards, but like you have a week long season
No,
and
it's seven
such,
weeks.
and or a
It's
couple of
7 weeks.
oh my, whatever the week
Yeah.
period is, like a period of time where you can go up, like you get these challenges. Once you finish all these, you can perhaps get
Hmm.
more challenges. But I would love it if the challenges were randomized some way, somehow. Like do this amount of damage with, and then like the team that it is random for each person. Um,
Mm.
so that it can be not only because I know they're like we don't want everyone to have to fight Black Order all the time. Well, if they say everyone has to do damage with Fantastic Four, we're all going to be fighting Fantastic Four. But if they
Yeah.
do like I could have Fantastic Four, you might have AIM. There's going to be some really unique fights, and I think that might be a good idea. But
Yeah. One thing that for me was two things actually. They are really, really clear about this whole thing. One, they are waiting for the community to reply.
yeah,
And as you said, there's no use for just ranting about it, just
no,
screaming, going to Discord, say, this is the worst idea ever, stop this. And how about we do things like we did in ISO? Like, hey, we didn't like this, maybe you should try this and this and this direction. Like,
constructive
instead of
feedback,
just,
wonderful
yeah,
concept.
constructive feedback.
Yes.
I would love to start like a thread on Reddit and do it, but there are bigger players in the scene that can do that. So
Mm-hmm.
please, someone do this. And the second thing, even though it is gonna be a prize, is going to be something related to that
Mm-hmm.
for the community, for the free players, this is going to be a good thing. Is another way to get in resources, is another mode, is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's more free things. So stop complaining. So like there are a lot of guys complaining like, oh no, the now is the I will quit the game because it's too much. Okay, if it is not too much, you're gonna complain that is nothing enough resources, another
Mm-hmm.
variety. And now there is happening. You're saying that you're gonna quit because there is.
Yeah,
Okay, make your mind. So that's for me was
that's our rant
it
for
is a good
this.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
our rant.
it's a good thing.
Have
Yeah, it's a good
feedback.
thing.
Feedback, good. Opinions, good. Listen to what's being said. Consider what you like, what you don't like, why,
Hmm.
and do it constructively. Also,
Yeah,
swearing at the company, that gets your comments thrown out instantly. You can have the best comment that anyone's ever written, the most thoughtful, thought provoking thing that would actually inspire them to change the game. If you drop a bad word in that statement, they will literally delete the statement and will not read it anymore. This is company policy. So stay calm, be reasonable, and keep it G rated. Not even PG. Keep it G rated. Like if Mother Mary's in front of you, you're gonna say you can talk like this. Like keep it clean, and they will
yeah,
have much. You do have a chance. Just be thoughtful and actually give thought to it. Don't just scream. Say why and what you would change and why you would change it, and keep it clean. And you don't know
exactly.
what will happen. Personally, I'm optimistic for this feature. I'm an optimistic person, though. I like the way it's heading, but I see why people could be concerned. And when I see that, if I do see some of the concerns starting to be true, I will then say, "Hey, this is the line. You can't cross this line." But
Hmm.
you got to make it clear and do it properly.
Yeah, and one thing that guys have to remember,
Mm-hmm.
that's the main point. This is a free game,
Yes.
freemium. But those who are building the game, they have to earn money to pay for their bills, for the company,
Yeah.
equipment. A server is not cheap
No.
to get the new games, designs, new things. They have to increase the crew, so that costs money.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, if you're a free player, good, but realize that if everybody's a player, this game will die. So they have to, in some way, earn money.
Yeah.
So
I'm alright with that.
that's my thing. And they also talk about another thing that they took like most part of, at least that the part that I was
Yes.
talking more actively, dark dimensions.
Yeah.
Uh, in the data mine, there is already like they're gonna revamp. Not they are going to release Dark Dimension 4. That's for sure. Everybody
Yes.
knows that. And it's gonna come this year.
It's gonna have 20
But
nodes. That's just a guess.
they are going to revamp also Dark Dimension 1 and 3. Not redo everything, but they are going to give us this some kind of achievement the same way that Dark Dimension 2
Mm-hmm.
get us. Something cosmetic. So right now, if we finish Dark Dimension 1 more than 2 times, you don't get nothing.
Right.
But in the data mine already, there is some achievements that we're gonna unlock for
Cool.
completing X amount of time. And the same thing is gonna happen for Dark Dimension 3.
Awesome.
So maybe it's a different set color or a portrait. I don't know.
Don't
But
know?
it's going to be something cool. For me that's a win already because it's a way to do cosmetic things
Yeah.
that doesn't break the game, but it's cool. Like to have like a different carrier,
Yeah.
or that would be
Something
awesome.
little.
That would
Just
be awesome.
give us a reason why we would keep doing it, and
Yeah.
it's not just holding off the blank spots and spot in the corner. I did say in a video that I just made, like my emotional response to Dark Dimension 3 and finishing it. I will go back and I'll do Dark Dimension 1 again. there's no point, but I'll do it. It doesn't. It's like, it's fun. There's some interaction there. Dark Dimension 2 is actually fun, and I do go back. It takes a long time, which is the issue. Dark Dimension 3, if I could just do the cosmic and city nodes, sure. I'm never going back to those global nodes.
Global,
I do
global
not
powerful.
care. Like, they have to give me some really good reason to go back into those global nodes. And there's one thing that I'm really concerned about with the Strike Time video. They were explaining the Phoenix problem. And I think they fundamentally misunderstand what the Phoenix problem was. They said that when they were building this, the Phoenix problem is how do you deal with a character that is so incredibly powerful and a nuke that is just going to keep going off every single time when you go into this mode. That's what they interpreted the Phoenix problem is. The Phoenix problem was they designed it so that you had to have Dark Phoenix or you will not do anything in Dark Dimension 3. You can't get
your
through
characters,
those global nodes.
your characters don't last more than 3
seconds.
rounds.
They're dead, and we were demanded to use that, and then so obviously they balance it, expecting everyone to have it because we needed it, and then they chose the balancing. Some of these nodes take with the perfect team take what a month.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
That's the Phoenix problem. Not that you had to figure out how to balance it because it's going to be too easy, but because you demanded that everyone use this one character. This game is a game of choice and freedom. Yeah, there's going to be better teams and worse teams, but you don't go with Phoenix. Tell me how you got through those nodes. If anyone here in these comments can show me proof of beating Dark Dimension 3 without Dark Phoenix, I will send you something. I don't know what. I'll figure out something. But send me that proof that you beat Dark Dimension 3 without Dark Phoenix. This is the one time in this game where they basically demanded that this is the character you have to choose for something. Exactly. And then they made it horrible even if you picked that character. That's the Phoenix problem. That and the fact that everyone dies instantly in the first 8 nodes it's ridiculous.
And from I don't know if you watch live. I watch live, like in the matter that it was recorded, but everybody was watching.
Premiere? I didn't.
We're watching. Everybody was watching the premiere at the same time. And the moment that they start talking about Dark Dimension 3, the best part was everybody saying Dark Dimension 3 is really boring because it is like almost impossible.
Just running not impossible that until your face dies and then the wall eventually dies because you've smashed into the same wall enough times. It wasn't content. There was nothing about it that's like anything else in this game. It was literally, all right, you see that minefield? Run through that minefield. You have unlimited respawns, but you're gonna just actually scratch that. You see that pool of acid? Go swim to Antarctica through that pool of acid. You'll get there eventually because you'll keep coming back to life, but you're just going to have to keep swimming and keep dying. You have no other choice, which is not how this game is really supposed to work. And
but a good thing it was a chat moderator there. I don't know if it was Zeke or even Cerebro or other guy, another guy, but he was there. He was there. Reading to everything, every little comment. So I'm pretty sure that this was the thing that he wrote it and circled and put arrows. Fix Dark Dimension, not fix Dark Dimension, but don't do the same mistake with Dark Dimension 4.
Don't do DD3 Part 2. No.
Yeah, because Dark Dimension, as you said, you said perfectly. Dark Dimension 1 is hard, but it's fun. Dark Dimension 2. It is hard there, but it's fun because you can tier craft different teams and say, okay, from the get-go, we can use Nick Fury plus Magneto plus Juggernaut, and then we can use symbionts now, or you can even go with Young Avengers.
Right.
But you have options.
Yeah.
Dark Dimension 3 was, from the get-go, go with Phoenix, go with Ebony, go with Minerva, go with Hela.
Spidey.
Symbiont Spidey, and just go.
Yeah.
and
And just have fun
and that's
dying.
it. Yeah, and do this for 6 months, and you will finish.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the rest? No, there is no rest. Just do that.
Yeah. It
Oh, and
was
if I take my Nick Fury to the global, he will die in 2 seconds. And if I take Shuri, 4 seconds.
well. At least she'll get
Really?
one. She'll
Yep.
help you for one node. Node 7. You can use her basic for the heal block on the one Iron Fist because we designed this node horribly. Because we all know that you have Phoenix, but if you do even
Yep.
damage on this node, with the only damage you can probably do, you're gonna be in a situation where they're just healing more than you can do damage, and you'll be stuck for all of
Yeah.
eternity. So you might want to bring Shuri for one attack. Like,
So it's really awful. But Dark Dimension 4, they should do more like Dark Dimension 2.
correct. I
Like
agree.
something I don't care if they put one enemy per node,
Hmm.
but a really, really strong version of their character. Like we have on Thor, like we did Wolverine, like a buffed version that you say, oh my god, this will take me forever. But at least you can attack it forever
Yeah.
and eventually do it.
Give
I
us
don't care if we do one
anything
hour.
else but DD3. DD3 was the worst to me. But after, because that was my big concern, was just the way they talked about the Phoenix problem. I mean, I guess they were talking about it on the development standpoint, was they saw how difficult it was to plan around that, and not
Yep.
they weren't discussing the problem that we were really facing, but the problem that they faced and why it ended up the way, which I can understand. But at the same point, it doesn't sound good coming to me after just dealing with it all for way too long. But they did propose their solution, which was honestly,
I
when
find that
people
okay.
mentioned it at first, I thought it was a dumb solution. But when they explained why, it was interesting. You want to
I find
mention what
that
their
okay.
solution was?
Yeah, they say that for some nodes you will get no legendary
Mm-hmm.
available, and for other nodes you will have only legendary
Mm-hmm.
available. And that's really, really cool because I remember about Marvel Heroes. I don't know if you played that game,
Nope.
the MMO. Okay, it's a huge spoiler, but the game is over, so I don't care. The last battle was against Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom give another characters like cosmic power. So you get a cosmic power Venom, a cosmic power Rhino, and things like that.
Right.
And since Dark Dimension 4 is gonna be Doctor Doom again, I'm pretty sure the last three nodes are gonna be us against Doctor Doom, legendaries only,
Yeah.
and that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I want to see like, oh, for the first 9 nodes, you cannot use any legendary,
Yeah. I
but
have
you
a
have
theory
to
on how this is
fight.
going to play out, but
You will have to fight a legend instead of us having to go with city characters.
mm-hmm.
Uh, is going. My idea would be us fighting a city team, like a really, really buffed version of a city team, and then cosmic. We can use only cosmic, but against a cosmic team,
Okay.
and global against a global team.
Right.
3 times. So 3 teams, different teams. Then 3 global, 3 cosmic, and the last thing is gonna be Doom, Doom, Doom.
Right. Um,
That would be awesome.
I agree. What I'm thinking is likely going to happen, just based off of their track record, I'm expecting Dark Dimension 4 to be 20 nodes. Wait, 20? 16 nodes. How many nodes was 4, 8, 12? 16 nodes. I can count now. Because of the way they worded it, I'm expecting it to be 4 nodes, city, no legendaries, only regular city characters. 4 nodes, global, no legendaries. 4 nodes, cosmic, no legendaries. And then the final 4 nodes are all of the legendaries just at once. And then that's how you take it down. Which I like. I mean, it makes me sad I'm not going to just be able to throw in my Black Order team, but I understand this, and there's some good things about it. And if they think this is going to fix and make it more engaging and more fun, I trust that. I'm happy with my city team because my symbiotes aren't going to have to change, but we're going to have
Yep.
to rethink global. Which this is what I was mentioning a little bit earlier when I said I'd talk about Yellowjacket's kit again. It said Dark Dimension here. They had just announced that they just announced Yellowjacket. There's Dark Dimension in his kit, which makes okay. His stuff doesn't sound great for Dark Dimension, but that means there's a whole Quantum team. Maybe this team is designed to be the replacement option for Dark Phoenix, because you're not going to be able to use Dark Phoenix for those global nodes. So what are we going to do? Are we going to just go with our Ultron and Mr. Sinister? Maybe.
Yeah.
I
And he's a villain tech.
But
he's villain global. So
maybe we can. There's going to be some Dark Dimension 4 applications for this team, or the new characters coming out. At least Yellowjacket and some of the other villain tech of the Quantum team. Where that they can apply this to Dark Dimension 4, where you can actually have a functioning team without Phoenix. But this is going to cause people to think a little, and I appreciate this idea. We're like, okay, people are going to have to think up something new. For Cosmic, we can still use our Minerva. We can't use Ebony Maw anymore. So Black Order are more likely off the table. Are we going back to
we
the
can
DD2?
use Hela yet.
Are we going back to the DD2 meta? Are we going to have to go and get Star-Lord and dust him off and bring him up to tier 15 for this?
Oh no, they say that.
Well, he's a legendary. So can't even do that.
But they say that one thing is for sure, Dark Dimension 4 would not be related to tier 15.
No, they said it will. They said it will.
They said we will?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they said they would not. Oh, okay. So I misheard it. Sorry.
Yeah, you'll need.
Damn it! I was so happy.
you
I was happy for a second. Damn it!
But anyways, it's going to.
It will be good. It will be good. It will be good.
Yeah.
But taken from this overall, there are two things. There is really clear right now. One, do not miss the opportunity to take Yellowjacket. I don't care if it goes in event campaign, blitz, milestone, doesn't matter.
Battle pass.
Battle pass. Don't miss the opportunity to get him as good as you can.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we will regret, like some guys are regretting not focusing that much on the X-Force team.
I'm not.
Because oh yes, there are guys like oh no, X-Force, they didn't give us an upfront talk about. Okay, we are talking already. Quantum team or Beam Particle, Beam Tech, Beam whatever is gonna be a really, really strong team.
Whether they're strong or not, they're going to be important.
Yes,
that's the important. That's the more important part. Because X-Force, I know for some reason, when X-Force came out, the question I kept getting is, which team should I build, Black Order or X-Force? For some reason, is X-Force better than Black Order? No. And after using them for a fair bit of time, how is X-Force is a good team. In Blitz, they're an okay team. In War, they're a pretty good team. They're not amazing.
No.
Honestly, even against the teams they're direct counters to, something goes wrong a lot, and it just ends up my X-23 soloing a team because X-23 is amazing. The rest of the team, there's some issues with that, but they are important. They got you Doc Ock, who is part of a very good team. Again,
or even single-handed. Doc Ock is a really, really good character. So
at the same, but like, even if Pimtech ends up a team that's maybe your 16th best war team, like the last team you use in war, you don't really know what you're going to do with them. I can honestly see this being the team that will prevent a lot of people from making massive jumps with their roster. So at least if you're not going to build them, if you're not willing to at least recruit them as high as you can recruit them, I guess that's the real big thing, is at least having the option to build them at some point when you want, because you don't want to be at a state where you can't farm them and then you need them. So farming them however you can right off the bat, give you the option. If you're not willing to do that, you have to be willing to understand and accept the fact that there is a high chance this can seriously stunt your growth going forward, and you're going to fall a
By two
little
reasons.
behind. It could be two reasons. It could be the dark dimension thing that we're talking about, and we're actually kind of keeping our promise and moving on here. And I'm assuming
because
the other
we're
one
gonna
you're
talk
talking
about
about is the
yeah, we're gonna go
rumors.
back to this. But this week also we're gonna have Nobu and Venom for the blitzes. Okay, I will say exactly like I said in my live when I read this. Nobu is an awful character, but really necessary to get Phoenix. And since all the middle part up of the players database have already Phoenix, they are not going to go that hard blitzing on it.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, but for those who don't have him, that's a great opportunity to build as fast as you can, because the only way that you can get him is on war stores.
Yeah.
And war stores, you have Sif also. That's really more important. You have Sinister, X-23. So there are a lot of other great players. So Dunobu is really better for you. And Venom, because of the symbionts team, if you don't have him, 5 stars, 7 stars, don't care how many stars, good opportunity to build him up.
Yep.
So I'm pretty glad about this blitz. What's your intake?
First off, I have both of them at 7. So I don't need to blitz for them. However, there's an important detail that you're leaving out. You said they won't be pushing hard. It's the anti-venom event still. They're both anti-venom blitzes. So for me, I'm going to be getting 15 million on these blitzes, even though I couldn't care less, because I'm like, well, I need these anti-venom orbs. I need these anti-venom milestones. Blah, 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 blah. Because anti-venom, Nobu, bad. Anti-venom, insane. And that's the way a lot of people are going to have to justify this to themselves. I mean, if you've seen the blitz predictions for this She-Hulk blitz, they're a lot higher than the last one, and it's because anti-venom. Even the people that have no intention of building She-Hulk anytime soon, we're blitzing like we are intending on getting some good stars and stuff on She-Hulk because anti-venom. So this is a heavy work week.
When I saw that, my thoughts are, it doesn't matter if you're winning on tier 1 or tier 8. The points are for winning, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So if you want to go faster, it's better to lose some battles, go back to tier 2, 3, win, go back to 2, 3, and win with the masked caps. Like, the battles are going to be faster because your characters were going to be like overpowered against the other ones. So you don't have to be choosing the battles and maybe I have to be more careful on this one. No, auto blitz go, go back, auto blitz go, auto blitz go, auto blitz go. So
yeah, I just do that
that's
without
what
the
I'm saying. That
losing.
okay, I'm not that good, so I'm doing the drop. I'm doing the drop.
One of the largest debates and rifts inside the Marvel Strike Force community. When do you and when do you not intentionally lose? There's some people really hot on both sides of that. I guess it really does. It's up to you, but you just got to win, and that's what a lot of people are going to be doing a whole lot of in these blitzes. That's I guess the point.
But talking about winning, the next events that are coming are a win for, again, new players.
Yeah.
Because we have double the shards for Sinister 6 characters. And now we have 2 nodes for Green Goblin, 2 nodes for Shocker, and 1 node for Mysterio.
Boom.
So if you have double shards for those characters, your chance to build up your team to get Invisible Woman and Shuri are really higher than it was like 6 months ago, 1 year ago. So great opportunity. Then we have calling all agents. Yes, we don't use legendaries unlock on either of those right now.
Well,
Okay,
technically
yeah,
Iron Man.
but Iron Man is
Who
the
cares?
worst legendary,
Who
worst legendary
cares?
ever
Fair enough.
right now. Uh, but you to build a Wave One Avengers is a great opportunity.
Yeah.
And Wave 1 Avengers for new players are a really, really good team
And late
right
game
now.
players. They are. I use Wave 1 Avengers every single war. They're one of the first teams that got ISO 8 for me. Um, have you been using Ultra Avengers, Avengetron, Wavetron, whatever on earth you want to call it? Have you seen this team and do you know what this team does?
Atrom, yes.
Wavetron, not
Defenders, Strom.
Aimtron.
Oh no. Yeah, I
It's the
use
same team, just two
Defender
names.
Strom. I use
See,
Defender Strom.
and how well does that? What is Defendertron for?
Oh, it's just boofing Punisher and Punisher attacking like a gazillion times for free in someone. It's beautiful to see.
Here's the issue. If you're using that, the technical team that Defendertron was invented for was Marauders.
Marauders.
Correct.
Yeah, and
What
Marauders.
happens when Mr. Sinister clones your Ultron?
You're screwed.
See, here is the best counter. It's one I used. I made a video on it. I have punched up 100k while defense down, and they're 120k while defense down, and the enemy's defense up. Is Avengertron or what? Ultra Avengers. What? All Wave 1 Avengers and Ultron is the fifth, with Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Hulk. Because you know what? You know who Mr. Sinister is going to clone?
Captain
Every
America.
single time? Captain America. Do you know what that means is not going to happen? Your Ultron's not going to be on their team.
Yeah.
The true counter to the Marauders is Ultron. This team has dispels. They have blinds, which not really going to come in play. They have stuns. They have buff stealing. Yep. They have taunts and defense up. They protect Ultron, and he gets going, and he can take down the Mr. Sinister, the Strife, the Sabretooth, the Mystique,
Yep.
and then bye-bye Emma. It is... So even if you are not a new player, but if this is a team you're overlooking, it is honestly the most safe and reliable Marauders counter you can do.
No, and if you build the correct resources, you can go like forever doing the 3-tap, Black Widow and Hawkeye, Captain America and Hulk, each one buffing each other.
Yeah.
And the fifth guy, I use the Shield Trooper.
Yeah, that's who I use in Blitz. I think you actually took that from
me. I took for you.
In War, I put Ultron there, and I just switched the location of the Hawkeye and the Shield, where I put Hawkeye where Shield Trooper used to be, put Ultron on the end. I let the Captain America taunt up. I let their Mr. Sinister clone my Captain America, and then I go and destroy their team.
Yeah.
That's my plan.
But that's a really, really good team. So,
yeah.
Sinister 6, win for the new players. Shield operative, calling all agents, really good for everybody. Aim, the bad science event. That's the thing that I was thinking. No, I really love AIM. I really love AIM. Rain for me is one of my favorite teams. I use it everywhere. But I really love them. I really love them, man. If you do aimed assaultant with skirmisher, graviton with skirmisher, and monstrosity with attacker, you will see how strong they get. Because he will do double attack, applying offense up in himself, then attacking first time, offense down, and then he will attack with a guy that graviton will do a whole buff again with defense down, and he will attack for the third time. It's a fucking amazing team. But what's got me excited here is this is the first time that we are getting an AIM event.
Yes.
And I think there is something related here, something they're not telling to us. Remember when they released the Wakanda Kills theory?
Yes.
Okay. There is a theory of overgoing that this event will release us more ISO related stuff because
That I'd be okay
Scientist
with.
Supreme, yeah, Scientist Supreme is the creator of the ISO, and they don't have nothing that you can do
Hmm.
more with them. They don't have a event, so now they have.
You're right. There's not much you
And
could do with him. I love that
yeah,
now.
you will see, you will see, you will see, you will see.
I see them
Trust
every
me,
day, losing 80% of their blitz battles. Not really.
trust me.
They're my lowest win rate legitimate team. I think currently I have them. They're on my war offense roster. I use them for about my 17th attack.
I use my aim team to do Dark Dimension 1, and it goes slowly, but it goes. Dark Dimension 2 as well, and I'm using them on my second account as my A team, doing
Oh,
Arena.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
man,
That's gonna take you ages, and then you're gonna get stuck. I
man,
will actually. I'll be
I'm
honest.
there. I'm
There are
there.
people
I'm
that
there.
love aim, and I'm not gonna be
I love
like
it.
an actual jerk to them. They're an okay team that is occasionally a good team that has some upsides, but they are so unpredictable. And I'm a math person. I love numbers. I love certainties. Aim is never ever a certainty. You can do
Yeah, wait
great
for
or they can
Modok.
absolutely screw yourselves over. I have. It sounds bad, but I was higher on AIM as a whole when they were a garbage team, and everyone knew they were a garbage team because you could at least look and see some positives. But now that they're not a garbage team, everyone's like, you can use them for all these things, and it's like, no, there are better options. If you enjoy using the team, use them. Go ahead, like
No, there
you
is
like
better
them,
options for sure.
but
For
I
sure, there are
can't do
better
it.
options.
The amount of times that
No,
people are like, no, you should replace your symbiote Spider-Man with Scientist Supreme in Ultima 7. No, no, no. You see, what happens?
no,
What will happen is you will die instead of killing the other team, and that's not a positive step here.
no. One thing that I tell everybody, like the guy says, "Oh, who I should focus first when I'm starting a new account?" That's okay. First, go defenders, but only until you build your roster with other characters. So
Mhm.
don't invest that much either in stars or power because you will get better characters later. But if you can start building aim, aim will help you. The whole team, the whole M team is gonna help you better than if you go with Guardians of the Galaxy. Because Guardians of the Galaxy without Star-Lord, it's a really okay-ish team.
Hmm.
But if you go with aim, even without Graviton, it's better doing for example, Villains 7.1, Villain 7.2. So go, yeah, you can use Hydra. Okay, and if you don't have Red Skull, you go with who? Oh no, yeah, you can do
Doc.
Sinister Six with Doctor
Doc.
Octavius. Yeah,
Right.
okay, you're a new player. You don't have Doc
You have
Ock.
a fair point there.
Okay,
I'm actually after we're done recording, I'm going to send you something. Before Doom's influence went and screwed everything up, I went and I did a super insanely in depth beginner's guide, which went.
I saw that.
It was very in depth. Like it's like
I saw that.
7, 8 videos, and then the moment I finished it, they're like, all of these notes are wrong, and I haven't gotten
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
heart.
change everything.
I haven't gotten the heart to go back, but I'm gonna send you the previous one, and then eventually I'm gonna actually go back and make a look what Doom did to my darn beginner's guide
Yeah.
update. But I'll send it to you and show you the order I had things, because I've had a few people use it, and they've gone insanely fast through the ranks, and the order is a little different because I found a time frame where you could easily farm aim enough to get them ready for Villain 7.1 and through 7.3 because I found guides where you can get through that with like 130k aim team,
Hmm.
and where it was easy to do without having to invest too heavily in them. But yeah, it's a double drop. of course, farm the characters, get your aim characters unlocked. If there's an ISO event coming, amazing. But I think we have different priority levels on our aim team,
Oh yeah.
which is
But
fair.
one thing that this will be the hook for the next part, because there is a theory, there is a rumor that Modok eventually will come to the game, because he's getting a series
Yes.
on Hulu, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty fun. I don't know if you watch they released like a 5-minute video
No,
on
I have.
it.
They released that
Oh,
in a day where there was like 300 trailers, and I forgot. Like, I couldn't remember
oh,
what they all were, and I missed a few of them. But I knew the series was coming. I just didn't know when, and I kind of
man,
forgot that was one of them.
watch it.
Yeah.
If you like Robo Chicken,
Hmm.
or even something related to that, this is gonna be the most fun Marvel show that we'll have in a long, long time. It's
Yeah.
really, really fun. So Modok is eventually coming to the game. So
He will
and
come eventually. I couldn't see a
yeah,
world
and
where he
he will
doesn't.
go in. Of course, he will go to aim. So to have a strong aim is never gonna be uh, a a bad thing for you. But then there is another rumors as well. So I
Right.
will go with the one that is really confirmed already, and then I'll go to the ones that are more eventually.
More.
So
We'll say this one until it's right. Theories.
yeah, yeah. So in the invite programs, there's a guy now that says, okay, let's play in the level. Everybody here in the invite program will have the same information. I'm tired of this, of someone having, someone doesn't. So everything that I will get, I will show to everybody, and everybody can record the same video. So what this guy said already, and another invoice confirmed is one, Blade is coming, and Blade will be the supernatural legendary. He will substitute Scarlet Witch, and he will come this year.
Okay.
So he will come this year yet. This can be used with the Battle Pass thing, that there is another rumor that Nick Fury is going to be getting out of the legendary
Rotation. Because
rotation
he's
and
clearly the
going,
worst one still in it.
yeah. And I was thinking about Iron Man, but Iron Man is out already. So he was going to be dropped to Battle Pass, and there will be an opening spot. And people are saying that it's going to be Blade. And Blade will require the team tech, the pin team, quantum team.
Yeah, the ones that are big and small, those dudes.
Yes, so focus on them. The same thing that the same way that X Force is mandatory for Doctor Rock, Blade will require 5 pin tech characters. So
Right.
that's the first rumor. Second rumor, uh, let me see my head. I'm thinking in the priority scale that I did. That thing. Oh, Valkyria is coming
Who?
as Valkyria.
Oh, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is coming with Jane Foster, the
Mm-hmm.
She-Thor,
Yeah.
and Odin is coming as well
Yep, all three of those
as
make sense.
legendary.
Oh, good.
In my
That's what the
head,
Asgardians need. They need a legendary.
yeah, but in my head, thinking about that, they didn't say when it's gonna happen. But in my head,
2020, whenever Thor: Love and Thunder is coming out, is my estimation.
my estimation is Dark Dimension 6,
Oh,
legendary,
oh, good. That should be
because that
roughly in a month, right? Yeah.
yeah that will make sense. Like Dark Dimension 4, uh, Doom's, who is bigger than Doom, only Odin. So Odin Dark Dimension 6 or something like that. What else he said? Um, Let me open here just a second.
All right. Well, while you're opening that, I'll give some thoughts on the Blade comments because that's the one we got the most. We got information on. I do believe, well over a month ago now, the one that we did a lot of rumors We talked about this rumor where I meant we mentioned Blade and we mentioned Morbius, and I gave some thoughts about that. But then with She-Hulk near the
Morbius.
end, Morbius, yeah,
Morbius as well.
I came up with the idea like I could see with Wanda. I think I said my final thoughts on She-Hulk will come probably in November because I'm expecting there to be a new Supernatural or two characters coming to the game. I would expect Wanda to or Scarlet Witch to be getting a new team with WandaVision coming out. So there's going to be at least one Supernatural character taking the place of that, who could be something like Morbius or possibly Blade, who I'm hearing might eventually be a legendary. I said something along the lines of that, but I could also see another one coming, so that there'll be two Supernatural characters coming, so Ghost Rider can get moved and then making a second Fantastic Four team. Whether all of this comes out to be true, it looks like at least Scarlet Witch will be moved to a WandaVision team in the future, which I am super okay with. Again, Vision, he does need a new home. Scarlet Witch can use somewhere else. Again, she's a good character, but it's something that they can easily replace on the team. Mine dies first anyways because she got the highest Red Star drop, I think. So it just makes her the first target in a lot of things. So that is okay. And I could see them doing a couple of new Supernatural characters and kind of using Supernatural as a team where they kind of get new characters in and they rotate out characters really fast to kind of keep the team fresh. Kind of like what the Hero Brawlers used to be, almost like an in-between team that on its own is still very good, but then they can use those characters elsewhere if they just bring in another one, because Supernatural is a very vague terminology in this game.
Yeah.
So I can see Blade coming and Morbius coming and whoever the heck else coming and making a bunch of new fun ideas.
Oh yeah, and he said also that the Eternals, the models are done already, but they are just waiting for the release of the movie.
So within the next 10 years, we'll be good.
Yeah, and that's something that we know for sure, that a lot of characters that are related to the movies or series or shows, whatever, they are coming to the game. It's thinking of the marketing and the money side of the program. It's a really good strategy. So, WandaVision is coming. Okay, so we're gonna release a rework on Wanda and Vision. Who else in the show? Photon. Okay, maybe we will release Photon. There is the twins, Hulkling and I forgot the guy's name. Wiccan. Okay, maybe we do both, and then we have a WandaVision team. Winter Soldier Falcon is coming. Okay, who is there?
U.S. Agent.
Zim is there. Yeah, U.S. Agent. We have also the purple hair girl. I forgot. It's not Scream, but it's also something related to that.
Oh yes, purple haired girl. I completely know who you're talking about. Yeah, purple haired. That's her.
Oh yeah, she is. Let's go with her. Oh, you know what?
Character name I'm thinking of is Yukio.
We can do Black Thunderbolts. Yeah, let's do Thunderbolts then.
Yeah.
So that's a thing for sure. But these characters, they are coming to the game sooner or later. But one character that everybody's asking, oh, well, what about Gambit Rogue? The new rumor is that they're coming to the Valentines.
Fair enough.
So February, they are coming to the game.
Makes sense.
And that's the thing. And Modok is coming next week. No, I'm joking. I wish.
Well, that would have been I think you should have led with that.
Yeah. Well, Paulo, thanks again for the opportunity, man. Thanks for this. And we see each other next time. But first, where the guys can find you?
They can find me here. If you're on my channel, you can hit the subscribe button right now. Unless you've already clicked it, then don't hit it again. Only odd levels of clicks, you stay subscribed. You don't unsubscribe, preferably. And on YouTube, that is youtube.com/c/MSF P13. If you do want to see a live stream, I've moved those just to Twitch because it was just messing up with the channel analytics a little too much. So that is twitch.tv/MSF P13. So yeah, just that be where you find me. And if you are on my channel right now and you did hit the subscribe button the correct number of times, you should go over to Player One Games, which is where would they find that?
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube/C/Player1Games, or also YouTube.com/C/JusticeLeagueSucks.ca. So you can find me there also.
You know I'm gonna
That's
look
the
for that,
proper
right?
way. Oh yeah, I was waiting for that. But that's it. Thanks for the opportunity, man. Thanks for the show, and
Yeah.
we see each other next time.
Alrighty, bye guys.